strategizing the overall growth of the company, and I have this idea to run a social media marketing campaign. Okay, so eventually when you go from being a freelancer or a solopreneur or just getting started, you are going to find yourself in the position of wanting to hire people and bring in a team, whether that means outsourcers, people working overseas, or people working remotely in your area, like from their house and you work from your house, or whether or not you have an office space. That could also mean you have people coming in to work in your office with you. You are going to need to figure out the organization of that. And what my experience has been is that when I was a solopreneur, I guess you could say, I got 1 client, 2 clients, 3 clients. Eventually I got to this place where I was making, $100,000 a year, and I was doing almost everything myself. I wasn't successfully hiring and building a team and getting help to do these things. Now you can get to 100K pretty much by sheer will and just hard work by you. But if you want to get beyond that, you're going to need some help. And if you want to shortcut getting to 100K, you're going to need some help. And so one of the things that happens as you start to go through this growth phase of bringing in contractors and people to help you, whether they're in your office or not, you end up in sort of a unorganized structure of your company, from the way work flows, how clients come in, how the delegation process happens, how the operations happen. All those things can get to be unstructured and a little bit crazy. And so what we're experiencing in our business is obviously tons of growing pains because of the explosive growth that we've continued to have. And we've done our best to keep the structure pretty specific and pretty straightforward. But what you're looking at behind me is an org chart that I built out for what I would like us to roll into. This is an ideal org chart. Now, I'm going to explain all of this. You're not going to be able to read some of these things, but I'm going to explain the fine print to you. All that really matters to you in this video is what I'm explaining at the top. But I built this out because it's become very clear as to what we need to do in order to continue to grow in the way that we have been growing. And I wanted to share this video with you because I wanted you to have insight as to where to go. If you're just getting started, where to go. And if you can get this information right now as a base level of how to build and structure your company and get the gears turning in regard to what employees or contractors or people to hire on your way to scaling your business, this is going to really help you a ton. And for anybody really like getting serious about wanting to build an income in this way, you're going to find all this information really valuable. And this is for me. This is what has worked for me and what I set up to be my ideal organization chart of my company right now, my agency. And a lot of this is already in play, and some of it is not. Some of it is a little unorganized and not as clear. And the more clear you can get on this, the better off you're going to be, the smoother your business is going to run, the more everything is going to work together like a finely tuned machine, right? Like sales are going to come in, the customers are going to get onboarded, the projects are going to get fulfilled. And if you're the CEO at the top, your vision or your roles in your company are very clear as well. So everything works together if you have the organization mapped out and very clear. So before I get into all this, I would just ask that you hit the like button on this video, because I think it's going to be some valuable content that you're going to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to continue to put out videos just like this on how to build and scale and grow a business from your laptop. And then make sure to hit the bell notification so you get notified when I put out new videos. So let's jump into what I have behind me. So it all starts with the CEO, right? The Chief Executive Officer of your company. Now, for me, I'm going to stand over here. For me, I have mapped out some of the roles and responsibilities for each of these sections. But let's run through the sections real quick, right? So we have the CEO at the top. Below this, I have my Chief Financial Officer, my CFO, right? That's the person that's in charge of paying the taxes, doing bookkeeping, running payroll, things like that. I already have that, right? I have a CPA, I have an enrolled agent, already have the CFO, already have the CEO. That's me, the CEO. My job, in short, is really to craft the vision of the company, strategize the growth opportunities in the company, and manage the strategic relationships, nurture and grow those strategic relationships within the company, and also have my officers, my chief executive officer, which is my COO, report to me about all the different departments and how things are operating within the business. So you can see these things are usually very unique as to what a person can do in a business. Oftentimes, the face of the company is the only person that can do this. But if you build your company in this way, I was just thinking about it earlier when I was mapping this out, is you really are building a very hands-off type business. If anybody on this chart has questions, they'll know where they need to go to get answers and to get help. So if you set this up, you're going to be stoked. Trust me, I'm really looking forward to getting this more streamlined in my business. So from my operations officer, we have our project managers, right? And then from the other person that reports to this chief operations is our HR / customer service / admin. And this is a role that I kind of created. I did have an admin role down here for that, but I removed it because the admin role was really just to help me like pay contractors and keep track of like invoices coming in, accounts receivable, which is not technically my CFO, because CFO is more the actual corporate, federal, paying taxes, payroll stuff. This is really just like, when an outsourcer has a deposit or invoice that they need paid, this person just pays all those invoices. So I have like a admin email inbox. All that stuff comes through there. My admin manages that and pays out all the invoices. So that person also is responsible for customer retention, customer service, things like that. Now, moving forward from the chief operations as well, we have the other people that operations talks to. So operations talks to the project managers, the admin, the sales manager, and the marketing manager. So each one of these departments, these are like the departments right here, right? We have all these departments, and each department has a manager. So we have like a web design manager, an SEO manager, a PPC manager, social media manager, a rep manager, sales manager, and a marketing manager. And there will be, 1, 2, 3, 4, however many contractors under these departments, or employees at some point under these departments. But right now, they're all contractors, right? And so the manager manages all the contractors to do whatever it is necessary in the PPC department. The manager of the social media department works with all the contractors to make sure all of the things get done. And each department has all of their own checks and balances, right? They've got clear expectations and key performance indicators that would help the manager to know that this department is operating correctly, right? So we, in my agency, we do a number of services. These are the services that we do for businesses. So we do web design, we do SEO, we run ads, we do social media marketing, and we do reputation, right? So we have a manager for each service that we do, and then we have contractors for each service that we do. So our managers manage the contractors, and the project manager will work with just the managers to make sure that those services get done. So there's a lot that the project manager has to do, and there's a lot that each manager has to do. But at the end of the day, if I want to implement a new, I have an idea. I'm strategizing the overall growth of the company, and I have this idea to run a social media marketing campaign. So I used to previously go to my project manager and work with her to engage the social media contractors and put all the assets together, very disorganized, disarrayed. Tried to keep it organized as much as possible with like checklists and stuff, but really that's not the way that it goes. It's not doing good because we have so many clients now that it's just becoming a little crazy. So now what would happen in this format is really I have the idea, I talk to my operations who has regular meetings with the people in blue, right? Project management, admin, sales, and marketing managers. I tell my operations about my idea. My operations goes and engages the project manager who works with the social media manager and also the sales and marketing manager to facilitate that. And these managers will implement all the necessary people who are going to help develop this project, this strategy. So you can see how if this chain of command is working properly, everybody has somebody there where they can get help to strategize. Each little department is like, that's exactly what it is. It's a little department, right? Everybody's got a team. Everybody's got the information that they need to move forward. They know how to get help. They know how to continue to grow their department, and it starts to operate like a finely tuned machine. So that's one great example, right? I have an idea for a social media strategy that I want to use to bring in new clients, and then I engage the team and they just make it happen. So you could be somebody right now at home that is doing all this stuff yourself, right? You could be doing all this stuff yourself. And that could be costing you a lot of your time. It could be costing you a lot of your brain cells. I know it was for me. Or you could start to get a better idea as to what goes into each department. It might be different for you, what those clear expectations are for those departments, how to fulfill those services, and what all the roles are in your business. And a lot of you might already have some of this mapped out. But again, I just wanted to kind of show you the flow of operations that we're really working towards now, because we had some of this set up. You know, we have project management and fulfillment teams and stuff, but it just wasn't as crystal clear as it is now. And the next thing that I want to do is really take this, build out a company Bible, right? Something that really has all this in a PDF. If somebody comes in and we need to hire somebody to do this role, they can look at the Bible or whatever, handbook, whatever you want to call it, and look at it and know what is expected of them and know how to do that role and know how to get any help they need or know how to do that job really well. So that's really important, right? That's really important if you're really trying to build a real business, one that's going to be worth multiple millions of dollars one day, one that you could sell for multiple millions of dollars one day, and anything sustainable, right? Because at the end of the day, when you build a business this way, you want to build it so that you can enjoy your life, right? And the culture of your business, the people that are in your business can also enjoy their life. You want to set them up for success, and you want to do things like have an HR or an admin that is responsible for the company culture and happiness, that do things to help everybody grow together and interact and have fun and do different things and work on these projects and attack goals, right? It's important. If you got anything out of this video, of course, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments if you want more information on this type of setup. We're thinking about opening the private coaching program, and part of what we would like to do is help you to build a team, right? We've built this massive team. This is just my agency. This has nothing to do with my Offline Sharks internet marketing company. That's a whole nother business, and there are almost 20 people there working full-time in a different type of org chart and a different type of system, strategy, and structure. And what I want to teach you is this. What I want to teach you is this, and how to go from making no money to building a team that can help you rake in, 6 figures easily, multiple 6 figures moving forward, and something that would allow you to free up your time and build a real sustainable business like I have, like my co-founder Offline Sharks, Tom, has. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that. We might open enrollment pretty soon, start taking applications, and if you are interested in that, and you let me know in the comments below, I will write your name down, and I will make sure someone reaches out to you to let you know about the enrollment when it does happen. So again, you guys, I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.